Good morning, children. Last class we have seen about nutrition, plants, yes, and heterotrophic nutrition also. Yes, today we are going to see about the life process which take place in human as well as in all animal, that is transportation. Okay, so transportation means the study of system which helps to transport materials in our body. Okay, we can study about how the organ will transport materials in our body. Okay, some specific organs are involved in the transportation. We are going to study briefly about that. Okay, example, food after digestion it reaches to all parts of the body, isn't it? So how it is reaching? Then respiration, when we are breathing oxygen, it have to reach to all parts of the body from the lungs. Yes, not only that, after the cellular activities the cell will release unwanted waste, so that also have to be released out from the body. Yes, from all parts of the body. So there is also we need what transportation process. Okay, so after doing life process the cell, example carbon dioxide, it is the waste which is not utilized by our body. It have to be collected from all parts of the body and adjusted out as through excretory organ. Yes, this is done by what? Transportation system. Not only the transport of hormones, chemical messenger. So the about hormones we will learn in next chapter, control and coordination. Okay, so for transporting the messages, chemical messages which take place within the cell also need transportation. Then, so who is the transporter in our body? Blood. Okay, so transportation helps to transport oxygen as well as food, water, minerals to all parts of the body. Okay, so this is the importance of transportation. Now we can see here carbon dioxide, urea, it is removed from our body with the help of transportation process. Okay, and unicellular organism, how this transportation will take place? By diffusion process. Okay, in last class we have seen in amoeba how it is take place, means the transportation process will take place through diffusion process. Now human being, the transportation will be take place with the help of circulatory system, and in plants with the help of conductive tissues such as xylem and phloem, which you have studied in your 9th standard. Okay, so today we are going to see about briefly about the transportation system which take place in human being. So transportation will be take place with the help of circulation of blood throughout our body. Okay, so circulatory system in humans can be divided into two. Okay, blood circulatory system and lymphatic system. Okay, so about blood circulatory system and lymphatic system only we are going to see. First we can see about circulatory system in human. So circulatory system in human consists of the heart, blood and blood vessels. Okay, so to these three together we will say as what? Circulatory system. Heart, blood and blood vessels in our body together called as what? Circulatory system. In the blood vessel there are three types: arteries, veins, capillaries. So these three are the types of blood vessels which present in our body, which is involved in circulation. So first we can see about blood. So blood is we know what is the color of blood? Red color. Yes, so blood is a red colored fluid which flows in blood vessels. Okay, vessels means pipes. Okay, so the red color fluid which flows in blood vessel. Okay, so what is the use of blood in our body? It transports digested food from the small intestine to other parts of the body. Okay, and not only that, it also transport oxygen from lungs to the cells of the body. Okay, next it also transport carbon dioxide from the cells to lungs. Okay, so we know that after digestion, we know the small intestine only digestion will take place. Yes, it have to transport it to all other parts of the body. Yes, this is done by the blood. Okay, and not only that, in lungs it will what inhale oxygen. Yes, after that, from lungs, oxygen will be transported to all cells of the body with the help of blood. Okay, and then from the cell will release the what unwanted material, that is carbon dioxide, which has to be transported from the cell to the lungs with the help of blood. Understood, children? Now it also transport excretory material. Excretory material means after doing cellular activities, our cell emit the useless or unwanted waste material that have to be transported from the tissues to the kidneys. It is done by the blood. Now here we are going to see about the blood. Okay, so blood is a special tissue that consists of some components. So now we are going to see what are the components present in the blood. Okay, so blood contains mainly two components. What are they? Plasma and blood cells. Okay, so plasma again it contains two components, serum and protein. Okay, and blood cell are three types. Okay, that they are erythrocytes. Erythrocytes means red blood corpuscles. We will say RBC. Yes, so erythrocytes or red blood corpuscles. Then WBC. WBC means white blood cells and platelets. Okay, so these are the components present in the blood. Now in this diagram you can see the structure of blood. Okay, so in usually if you are going to doctor, they used to tell to take blood test, isn't it? So when we are taking blood test, after lab technicians, they will do what? Centrifugation. Okay, when we are centrifuging the blood, it will be divided into the two separate phases. Okay, so we can see here the upper part, it is plasma. Okay, so blood is a fluid. It is made with 55 to 60 percentage of plasma and 40 to 45 percentage of blood cells. So in this picture you can see red blood cells about 41 percentage, white blood cells and platelets together about 4 percentage, plasma is about what? 55 percentage. Okay, so next we are going to see about components of blood briefly. So first one is plasma. So plasma is the fluid part of the blood that is composed of water, proteins and lipids. Okay, so it is the fluid part of the blood. It is composed of water, proteins and lipids. Okay, and in plasma it contains 91 to 92 percentage of water and remaining it contains proteins, okay, such as albumin and globulin, and protein hormones and clotting factors also present in the plasma. Understood, children? Now RBCs. RBCs means what? The other name of RBC is erythrocytes. Okay, RBCs means red blood corpuscles or what? Erythrocytes. So The shape of the RBC is biconcave. Okay, so they are biconcave cells which contain red colored pigment called hemoglobin. Okay, so what is the red colored pigment present in the red blood cell? Hemoglobin. Okay, so which gives blood its red color. Okay, you know the color of blood is red. Yes, so who is giving the red color to the blood? That is hemoglobin, which is the red pigment present in the RBC. Okay, the hemoglobin binds with oxygen. That means it combines with oxygen and forms oxyhemoglobin. Okay, and transport oxygen to all parts of the body. Understood, children? So the hemoglobin which is present in the RBC, it will combine with the oxygen which we are inhaling with the help of lungs and forms oxyhemoglobin, and this oxyhemoglobin transport oxygen to all parts of the body. Understood, children? Now we are moving to WBC. So WBCs means white blood corpuscles or white blood cells. So they are irregular in shape, okay, and they are colorless. As they do not contain hemoglobin, they are colorless. Okay, they are bigger than RBCs but fewer in number. Okay, so if we are seeing RBC, you can see it is in millions. Okay, but white blood cells are in lakhs. Okay, so it is bigger than RBC but fewer in number, and their main function is to destroy the germs and fight infection in the body. That means it will give protection against diseases. It will fight against germs and gives protection against what? Disease. Now we are going to see about platelets. Platelets are small cell fragments which help in clotting of blood. Okay, so what is the role of platelets? It helps in the clotting of blood. Clotting of blood means, you know, if we are getting any injury, we know that blood will oozes out from our body, isn't it? So that bleeding they have to be stopped. Otherwise, all the blood will be coming out from the body. As for that, the bleeding will be stopped by the platelets. Okay, this is the role of platelets in our body. It is acting, it helps in the clotting of blood. It will stop the bleeding. Then they release various substances to stop bleeding at the site of wound. Understood? Now we are going to see the picture of blood cells. See here, you can see red blood cell which is biconcave shape. Okay, white blood cell which is colorless. Yes, so because of the absence of hemoglobin, it remains colorless. Then we can see platelets. Yes, platelets is a small cell fragment which helps in the clotting of blood. They will release various substance to stop bleeding at the site of the wound. Now we are going to see about blood vessels. So blood vessel means, already I told, blood will flows in the blood vessel. Okay, so blood vessels are the pathway to transport nutrients and oxygen in the body. Okay, so blood flows in the body through blood vessel, long tube like pipes called blood vessels. Okay, now we are going to see the types of blood vessels. So there are three types of blood vessels. What are they? In introduction part only I told what are they: arteries, veins and capillaries. Okay, now we can see briefly about that. Okay, arteries. So here you can see the picture of artery. Okay, so artery and capillaries. Okay, so artery, there is a connection between the arteries and vein with the help of capillaries. Okay, now we can see. So what is the role of artery? Arteries will carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. That means, so you know our heart is acting as the pumping organ of the body. Okay, it will pump the blood, okay, which have to be carried to all parts of the body. Okay, so oxygenated blood means pure blood. Okay, blood which contains oxygen. Okay, so arteries will carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. So heart will pump the blood which is carried by the arteries. Okay, oxygenated blood is carried away from the heart to all other parts with the help of arteries. So it is deep seated, okay, it is present in the heart, okay, and have thick elastic walls. It contains what? Elastic walls, and walls are absent. Okay, so walls means it is very very important. It will prevent, what is mean by walls, you know, it will prevent the flow back of blood. Okay, so in artery walls are absent, and in among the arteries, only one artery, it will carry deoxygenated blood. What is the name of that artery? You know, pulmonary artery. Okay, only the pulmonary artery, it will carry deoxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Deoxygenated blood means what, children? Impure blood. Okay, impure blood which contains carbon dioxide. Already I told oxygenated blood means what? The blood which contain oxygen, that is pure blood. Deoxygenated blood means what? The blood which contain carbon dioxide. Okay, so all the arteries will carry oxygenated blood from the heart, but only one artery, that is the pulmonary artery, is the only one artery which will carry the deoxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Understood, children? Now we can see about veins. So veins, so artery we know they will carry oxygenated blood. Yes, veins is just opposite to arteries. They will carry deoxygenated blood to the heart from different parts of the body. Okay, after the cellular activities, the cell will release what? Carbon dioxide out. Yes, so that carbon dioxide, that is carbon dioxide containing blood, that is deoxygenated blood, will be carried from different parts of the body to the heart by the veins. Okay, so artery means in one house we have fresh water. Yes, fresh water supplying pipes. Yes, so these are types of blood vessels. Blood vessels means what? Pipe through which the blood will flow into our body. Yes, so like one house we are having the fresh water supplying pipes, the arteries will work. Okay, they will carry only the pure blood except the pulmonary artery. Yes, but veins will act like drainage pipes. So in drainage pipe means waste water will be collected by the drainage pipes. Yes, so in the same way veins will act in our body. How? It will collect the deoxygenated blood, that means the blood which contain carbon dioxide which is not needed by our body. It will be collected by the veins, okay, from different parts of the body to the heart. Understood, children? Now it is lying closer to the surface of the skin. So where it is located, it is lying very close to the surface of the skin, and it have thinner walls. It have walls, but arteries walls are absent. Yes, but veins they have walls. And here also pulmonary vein is the only vein which carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Okay, so there also pulmonary artery will carry deoxygenated blood. Yes, but in the same way here also only one vein, that is pulmonary vein, it will carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Now we are going to see another type of blood vessel, that is capillaries. So capillaries means they are thin walled blood vessels, yes, which is connecting arteries to vein. Okay, so already we have seen the diagram of three blood vessels. Yes, so in that you can see the capillaries will connect. Here in the picture you can see the capillaries is connecting the arteries and vein. So it is a thin walled blood vessels which will connect arteries to vein. And it helps, what is the function of capillaries? It helps to distribute oxygenated blood from arteries to organs and deoxygenated blood from organs to veins. Okay, so it is like what, no, mediator. Okay, in between the artery and vein it will act. Okay, it will help to distribute the oxygenated blood from arteries to organs, and in the same way it will take the deoxygenated blood from organs and distribute it to the veins. So this is about capillaries. So I hope that you all understand about today's topic. So today only I briefly explained about blood and components of blood, such as red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets and blood vessels. Okay, so next class we can see about the heart as the pumping organ of our body. Okay children, and you have to copy the notes which I have sent through WhatsApp. Thank you children.